Okay, hey guys, welcome back into another edition of the Regular Guys DFS show. Today is Picks and Parlays once again, as we're going to take a quick look here at some prize picks plays for tonight, as well as some Olympic basketball on DraftKings. If you're playing NBA on DraftKings, I've got some thoughts on that. And then also on prize picks, I put together a few golfers that we might be able to go with tonight. Hopefully you guys took advantage of the 7-day MLB promo, 75 free bucks plus a free 5-play entry to everybody who participated in that. So I hope you guys did. I hope you guys played along. If you haven't been to Prize Picks yet, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but do it. It's a lot of fun, guys. It really is, and it's very simple. You're playing prop bets, over-unders on players, teams, that kind of stuff. And, you know, it's very simple. It's a different way to play fantasy instead of grinding all day on certain players, whatever. They got all kinds of sports. I mean, right now, MLB, PGA, the Olympic stuff is going on. They've got esports there. There are a lot of guys I'm noticing on Twitter that are killing it on esports right now. So it's really fun to do, guys. It's really simple. If you haven't signed up yet, please click this banner that you see in this video right here. It'll take you right to the link where you can sign up. Whatever you deposit, they're going to match it dollar for dollar up to $100. So make sure you play along. That is going to be the main focus of a few of our picks and parlays videos here coming up as we get closer and closer to the NFL DFS season and the NFL college football season. Yes, we will be having college football videos as well, guys. Fantasy football has just become an absolute passion of mine, and I want to share it with you, and that's why I'm making these videos, because we don't have to be professional DFS players to make money. I've proven it. I am living proof. You can go back and check it if you don't believe me. I play on DraftKings, and we've had some real good success, and I just want to share that along with you guys. So along those lines, guys, please, if you get anything out of this channel, whether good, bad, or indifferent, whatever, please hit the like button down below. Also, please hit the subscribe button. Trying to build this channel as much as we can so I can keep doing it, keep putting out these videos because I love doing it. Hit the little notification bell after you hit the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time we put out new videos. And please give me a follow on Twitter at SandoDFS. I put out all my updates, different links, anything that's changed all throughout the day on Twitter. So please give me a follow there. Again, at SandoDFS. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Okay, let's get into this. Again, right now, some of our main focus stuff is on Prize Picks plays. And this video, once again, I'm sorry, guys, it's a little late getting out. I had some things going on this afternoon that prohibited me from getting into my research as quickly as I wanted. So right now I'm making this, and we're really only about an hour before the first Major League Baseball games get started. So I'm going to try and make this video as quick as I can. I only looked at one position player tonight for MLB. The only guy that really stood out to me was Odubel Herrera. I think he's the first guy on the list on Prize Picks. We can look over here. Sorry, guys. If we go to MLB, yep, here's Prize Picks. Yeah, Odubel Herrera. And the reason I like him over, I mean, he's been pretty good in these last few games, but he's facing Crow from Pittsburgh, Will Crow. And Will Crow, pretty good pitcher, but he does walk a lot of people. That's been his bugaboo all season, is walks. So I'm just going on the assumption that maybe Herrera can maybe even pick up a couple of walks while Crow is still in the game. So I'll just run through these other ones quickly, guys. Here's the ones my main plays that I really like. And we're going back over here now. Again, the rest of these are pitchers. They're over/under strikeout totals. That's what I focused on. That's what I've been focusing on. That's what most of my research has been lately. So over/under strikeout totals for these guys. And my favorite ones tonight, Jameson Taillon of the Yankees, 5.5 strikeouts. I like him under. 4, 3, 4, 9, and 4 strikeouts in his last 5. So he hasn't He hasn't even gotten to 5 strikeouts in 4 of his last. Now, I understand the matchup against Miami could have something to do with that. Miami does strike out quite a bit, I believe, but I'll play the odds. 4-3-4-9. He had 1 game 4 games ago where he had 9 strikeouts and then 4 strikeouts, and that's his last 5. So I definitely like him under. Is it Touki Toussaint, I believe, is his name? Yes, from Atlanta. His number is 5.5. This is kind of a crapshoot, but I'm just going to play the odds here. He's only had 2 starts. His last outing, he struck out 10. The outing before that, he struck out 5. His number's 5.5. Coming off a 10 strikeout night, I'm going to play him over, getting 1 more than his worst outing so far of the season. So at 5.5, again, his last 2 starts, 10 and 5. I'm just going to play the odds. I like him over. J.C. Mejia, the rookie out of Cleveland. His number is 5. Under. I'm afraid, first of all, he could get knocked out early in this game. You know how the Chicago White Sox have been, their offense. It can be prolific at times. They're playing really, really good baseball. Cleveland's a little bit of a mess. Again, JC is a rookie. And his last, well, I forget. I didn't write down his numbers here. But again, my main concern is the Chicago gets to him pretty early. He might not have a chance to get to the 5 strikeouts. So that was my reasoning. There was another reason too. I just forgot to write it down here, guys. My head's spinning a little bit from the research, but I marked him as one of my favorite plays. So Mejia under for Cleveland. 2 more of my favorite plays. Colby Allard. Where's he at? Yeah, Colby Allard from Texas. His number is 5. I like him under. He's went 5, 1, and 3 strikeouts in his last 3 games. And his last outing against Seattle, he had 2. So, again, 5 his last outing, but then 1 and 3 the 2 outings before that. And his last opportunity, the last time he pitched against Seattle, he had 2. So I'm going to go under on him. And now, if you guys have been following this channel, you know I look for some of these weird trends. And if you don't want to follow me on this one, I always preface it with, okay, I get it. Because this is not a very scientific way to come up with a pick. But here's how I do it sometimes. So let's go to Tony Gonsolin from the Dodgers. Okay. His number is 5. Here are his last 5 outings, starting from the bottom. He's had 3 strikeouts, then 6, then 3, then 7 in his last outing. You know what that tells me? He's due to have 3. It's a pattern, right? Okay? Again, if you don't want to follow me on that, if it sounds a little too superstitious or unscientific to you, fine. Just leave him out of your play. I'm going to put him in my play. 3-6, 3-7. He should get a 3. So under 5 strikeouts for Gonsolin. I have some other ones here. If you're interested in what my other selections are, hit me up on Twitter. You can DM me or just send me a message at SandoDFS, or you can just put a comment down in the comment section down here below and say, hey, who are some of the other guys you liked? I went through pretty much all the pitchers on the slate except for about 3 of them. Well, I went through all of them, but there was 3 of them. It's just like, you know what? I don't even have an opinion. I'm not going to touch it. That number is just at a point where I don't want to mess with it. So hit me up on Twitter at SandoDFS if you like, or if you want to find out who I like of any of these other pitchers that we didn't mention here. Okay, I'm going to switch over real quick. My prize pick screen has been freezing lately. Going over to the PGA, the Olympic golf tournament that's going on. Not everybody got to finish yesterday, last night, however you want to look at it. They had some weather move in. But most of the golfers did finish. It's gonna delay the start of tonight. But instead of birdies or better, which frankly I have not been doing very good at if you followed my picks the last couple of times, I keep getting 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5. and it's just been difficult for me, which golf is one of my favorite things too. So it's very frustrating to me. So I've decided to change from birdies to better to final finishing place. Now, obviously, this is something where if you play this along with me, or you play your own selections, you're going to have to wait 2 days to find out the results because it's the final finishing place of the tournament, not just after this third round. And as you see up here, final finishing place is scored for finishing the position of the tournament, not the round. If you think the golfer will finish 19th or better, so again, like if you thought he was going to finish in the top 19, you play him under. If you think he's going to finish 20th or worse, then you would play him over the number. So keeping that in mind, I'm trying to looking for my sheet here, guys. There it is. Here are the guys I came up with for final finishing place in the tournament. Cam Smith, his number is 18.5. I'm going to play him under. That means I think he's going to finish better than 18th place because I expect Cam, he's T20 right now, moved up 21 spots after yesterday's round. I expect him to, he's one of those guys that seems to get better over the weekends and then sometimes can't close the deal on Sundays, but Fridays and Saturdays seem to be his days. So I expect that he's going to climb the board even further. I'm basically thinking he's going to have a big third round and move him into much better position than he is right now. So I like him under the 18.5. Other guys I like under, Victor Hovland, kind of the exact same thing I just said about Cam Smith. Right now, Hovland is tied for 15th. Hasn't had any great rounds. I think one of the next 2 rounds, whether it be Saturday or Sunday's rounds, he's going to put together one of those low rounds like he usually does at least once in every tournament if he makes the cut. So I like Victor Hovland to end up with a top 10 finish, so I'll play him under 10.5. He's on my he's very heavy in some of my fantasy golf teams that I have on DraftKings, so I'm praying for it, frankly, and I think it'll happen. And the other guy I would play under is Rory. Rory at 5.5. Look, this is a guy that I tend to stay away from in fantasy golf. He's just been too inconsistent, too unpredictable, but he's tied for 7th right now. He moved up 13 spots from his opening round. I think Rory will keep getting better in this format. There's not any huge crowd pressure. It's not a major. The kind of things that have made Rory shrink completely in the last few years where he just disappears and can't put it together. I think this venue is more positive for him, and I think he's going to be a top 5 player when it's all said and done. And then the two guys I like over. Paul Casey. I think it's just about time for Paul to pull his, I kind of sniffed with doing really good, but now we're getting towards the end and it's time for my backslide. It's just been his MO in big tournaments, unfortunately, for a few months now. You know, he gets a good round going. You think, oh, Paul Key's got a chance to win, and then he slides back. Then he comes back a little bit, but then in the end he slides back. I think Paul Casey will finish outside of the top 10 when it's all said and done, so I will play him over. And then Patrick Reed. He just hasn't had it lately. And this is also a big ask for Patrick. Played in the Open Championship, found out over there that he was going to have to come in and be an alternate for the U.S. Olympic team after, like, Koepka and somebody else had to turn it down. So he accepts it while he's still over in England, flies back home to the United States, then has to get on a plane, fly back to Japan, has never seen the golf course before. These are his first 2 rounds on it. And on top of everything else, Patrick just hasn't played that well this year, guys. I think he'll finish outside the top 25. Again, it's a big ask for him. I hate it because I like him, and, you know, he's got the Captain America moniker and all that. I'd love for him to have a 62 in him, and maybe he does, so maybe you just want to, because of that potential with Patrick, maybe leave him out. But I don't have a lot of faith with his finishes the last couple of months that's actually going to happen. So those are my fantasy golf predictions. If you want to play along with me, if you have any interest in that here on Prize Picks. And again, guys, Prize Picks, look, you got all these different things up here. So plenty of things to play. It's a lot of fun. I don't have to drive to a damn casino to put in some parlays because I got to drive 50 miles to gamble. I can just do it right here in my office, and you can win some really good money here, guys. I mean, it's not just, oh, let's dink around a little bit. You know, you bet 50, 75 bucks on a power play and hit all four. That's significant money. At least 750 bucks, 1,000 bucks is significant to me. So I'm sure it is to most of you guys that are watching a regular guy fantasy DFS show. All right, one more thing. As you guys know, if you follow the channel, generally what we did all year is we made NBA DFS lineups and NFL DFS lineups. I didn't have the video equipment going in time for any NFL, so I started the video series with NBA. Instead of putting out a separate video, I have been playing Olympic basketball on DraftKings. There's still time if you guys want to sign up and get into a couple of tournaments here. So I'm going to put in either 3 or 4 lineups. I just went through and put a few together here right before doing this video, and I just thought I'd share one with you. And instead of me just going through every player and telling you why, trust me when I tell you, I have done hours and hours of research into these international guys and these international teams. It hasn't been easy. The information is not always easy to find. But I am pretty confident in this lineup that I have on the board right now. So you can pause it, the video, look at the board. If you want to play what I'm going to play, I am definitely going to put this lineup into a tournament. You notice I don't have any USA guys in here. That's kind of been the theme for the winning tournaments, the winning lineups for the tournaments I've played in the last 3. Maybe one USA. I think Durant was in one of them, one of the winning lineups, and I think Dame was in the last. But really, nobody from the USA is going out and having huge nights and just smashing, because nobody's really playing over 20 to 25 minutes, generally speaking. They're trying to play as many guys as they can. You never know who's going to come off the bench. You never know how many minutes a certain guy's going to get. If different guy's going to get his minutes for the night, like Devin Booker. I did play Devin Booker last time, and he was really good. But now tonight, it might be Middleton instead of Booker. So it's just really hard to know what Popovich is doing with his lineup, kind of like how he coaches San Antonio. So really, I just haven't seen a lot of value in playing USA guys. If I were going to play a USA guy tonight, I think it would be Chris Middleton. He hasn't played a lot of minutes yet. He's played 6 in that first game. Understandable, they got over here late. 16 the last and had 16 points. If I were going to go with a guy tonight, I would go with Chris Middleton from the USA. But other than that, I think I'm just mainly going to stay away from USA players. Okay, guys, again, trying to make this video as quick as I can so I can get it put out before Major League Baseball starts here. So please, like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at SandoDFS. I appreciate it. We'll have another video tomorrow. If you haven't signed up for Prize Picks, do it right now. Get the free money. Use my code REGULAR at prizepicks.com, or just click this banner in this video. Takes you there. You put in 50, they give you 50. Put in 100, they give you 100. No gimmicks, no tricks. Take advantage of it because we're having a lot of fun with it, and we're going to try and have daily videos with Prize Picks plays in them. So that's it for tonight, guys. Hopefully we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in.